It started now.
Caleb, check and make sure it's going. You know how it works. I'm just double checking.
I made sure to wear my John G.
Oh yeah, she's going.
She's 6 seconds in.
Yeah, I'm wearing nothing John G.
All right. I'm not a good brand ambassador.
It's all right.
I'm not a good brand ambassador right now.
It's okay.
Wonderful.
Sweet.
I came from Foe.
Ready?
Well, we're back.
Number 10.
Number 10, baby. It's crazy.
Bargain Boys podcast number 10. We are missing Logan and Ryan, but we picked up Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
I make up for both of them.
Which is good. She'll have
EP
She has some insight into Javelina, which is great.
A little bit.
But yeah, podcast number 10, Bargain Boys, brought to you by John G. Speaking of John G, they do have a huge sale coming up that it will start soon for Black Friday, but November 17th to December 1st, 30% off a lot of stuff.
Big money. Big money.
Huge.
Do what you will with that.
All right. Well, so we're here for a little recap episode with the Javelina 100, which I'm pretty excited to tell the story.
A lot happened since last.
There's been a lot. I mean, it's been a
minute.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Like a lot has happened since then. Fortunately, and unfortunately, like I had Javelina, and then like 4 days later, we had to travel to Foley, Alabama for the Sun Belt Conference Championship. And that was a whole other story in itself. That a lot of travel mishaps and whatnot, but we're back, and yeah, finally doing this podcast. So.
It's been a long time coming.
The trip to Foley is bad now.
It's already bad. Government shutdown and just planes having malfunctions. It's not good.
Well, I have no insight to Javelina, but I'm here just as comedic relief.
Well, we're going to get you into Javelina at some point, so we're hoping that you'll be inspired by this
next year.
Yeah.
Next
so I guess we can just talk a little bit about the build-up going in.
Yeah, what was your training like, and how were you feeling going into it?
So training was going pretty well. Thankfully we have Dan, going to race JFK soon, so I was able to hop in a lot of the workouts that he was doing and just the runs. So yeah, we had a good group going. And, I mean, it was just good. It was really good training because a lot of similarities between the two courses. A lot of flat running, a lot of hard running. There's definitely some little inclines here and there, but I think JFK probably has more elevation gain. So it's probably not far off. So the training was pretty similar.
This was a big, not to just go straight into what you're saying, it was a big race comeback for you because you had been hurt for so long.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah, I guess we go flashback a year ago.
Just a quick touchback. You had torn your labrum in half, regenerated it using the Y sauna.
Yep, the healing
heat.
Wait, is it leave?
It is a leaf, yeah.
We're just going to ignore the School of Medicine thing on my sweatshirt right now.
There's been a lot of leave taken. My stomach has, I have some ulcers at some point. That's
ulcers.
Taking a beating, but also it's probably making you harder, honestly.
Oh, yeah. So.
Okay, yeah, but it was a good comeback for you. You had gotten in probably your first, solid quality workouts block.
Yeah.
In a while. How long would you say the block was for Javelina?
Well, it really goes back to right after Highland Sky, dealing with a different type of injury. It was a little knee injury, but after I was coming back from that, things started to click a little bit better.
When was this?
This was to be honest, I'd almost pinpointed to that mile video that we did where the time trial.
That's when it was good or bad?
It was getting better at that point. I was still really nervous to run that fast, and that's why I filmed the time trial, not run it, because I was a little nervous about it. But then we started doing the 5 a.m. workouts at Huntington High, and I was able to do a little training block where started off with faster intervals, more 5K race pace stuff, and then just build up to kind of the workouts you were doing with long lactate threshold type workouts. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I thought it was a really good block. Obviously, Hurricane 100K is smack dab in the middle of that. Yeah, and it's a little training race. It
was a great race.
It's a goal race, but also the purpose of it was to get ready for Javelina.
Yeah, I would say you did exactly that there. You practiced all your stuff, which we had talked about that, but yeah, you practiced all your stuff really well. You ran as hard as you would need to run at Javelina, which was good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you knew, that first 100K of Javelina was probably pretty familiar. because you had just done the same thing
Yeah, that's pretty.
Like a little bit ago, like a couple weeks before.
It's just good dialing in all the little things like the hydration. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be different being in the desert, but like a lot of it was pretty similar. And you have to test things out in a long race scenario to really know if it works or not.
Did you have like a key workout that you were like, I'm ready for Javelina, or one that you went back to, or was it Hurricane? Was Hurricane that for you?
Hurricane was definitely that for me, but I will say there were like a couple of really good workouts where I was getting excited about it. One being an 8 mile tempo with my men's team. You know, most people that know like our team, they realize I usually run with the women's team more often. But every now and the reason like it's because
Come on.
no, it's because like I feel really comfortable running their paces, and I'm like kind of nervous about running the men's paces. But I was gaining confidence, and I wrote in the schedule 8 miles at 5:30 pace, and I just hopped in, ran with them.
Showed them what was up.
Yeah, stayed up.
They were. Were they shocked?
I don't think they were shocked. I don't know. I mean, unless Brady told you something, like
No.
I think they were all.
So
Did you dust any of them?
No, no, that okay.
Legends. I've heard legends about y'all jumping in with the boys.
I say
Workouts and just
there was a different workout where I may have dusted all but like two.
give this man a scholarship.
Give the Carroll some NIL.
Give this man some NIL deals. What's going on?
It was
This is ridiculous.
There's the Crown City workout where we did like 22 miles, 23 miles, and there's like fluctuations between aerobic threshold, lactate threshold, and whatnot.
Right.
And Justin and Clay actually dusted us, and then I ran with Brady, who was an all conference runner.
Yeah.
Yep.
He got
He's a
17,
dog.
24:42, I think. So
No
he's
slouch.
yeah, very good. Which makes me pretty excited that I'm able to run with some guys that can run that fast.
So that led you up to the race, and I guess was any. So you got to Phoenix, or where did you stay? How early did you get there?
So that's a good thing. So last year, I got there on Thursday, and then had like Friday to do all the stuff, and then race. I didn't want to do that again. I wanted to have another day to kind of relax, do all those little things, go to Walmart, several times.
Feature conference.
How many Walmart trips were there?
I think there was more than 6.
Oh my god.
We kept forgetting.
Sounds like someone didn't make a list.
No, there's a list made, but then added to the list.
One item per trip.
I do think if you know Lindsay Cook, who is my crew chief, shout out Lindsay, you'll know that she loves Walmart and she loves going to.
She's a grocery store stopper.
She is. I mean, we were in
Likes it, dude.
Walmart for over 2 hours.
I feel like she's also a professional at it.
She is. I mean, that's what her job is. She goes to stores and gets all the stuff for the whole restaurant every week.
Oh, that's
So, yeah. But yeah, that's kind of like her element. It is not mine. Me and Chris were definitely like trying to get out of there as fast as possible, and it was not working. So
They should have pushed. They should have got you one of those,
Little.
like the kids plastic. It's like half cart, half plastic.
Oh, I was thinking one of the electric ones. Like,
Well,
yes.
He's not disabled. He could just ride in the kids' cart.
yeah.
maybe after the race.
After race would be great.
Yeah. So you went to the store. You got there an extra day early, which I think is great. I'm a huge advocate of get there as early as you can.
I think that's definitely a good.
Like, the more you can lay down while you're there.
Well,
You're already there. You're less stressed about the traveling part. I think it's good.
Yeah, the stress of the travel, and because you just never know how things are going to happen these days.
No.
Sure.
It's always good to have a couple of extra days just in case there's something that goes wrong. And you can run the course. You can, I mean, really just get acclimated. I mean, not that it's altitude or anything like that, but just getting the feeling of what the desert feels like.
Yep.
I think that helps.
Test some shoes out if you want.
Yeah.
So where'd you guys stay?
So we stayed in Mesa. It seems like every Airbnb is about 45 minutes from the start line. This one happened at 37.
Pretty much.
So I got that one. Since I won Hurricane 100K, I won a little bit of money. I did some
Tad little.
A $4,500
A
check.
midget of money.
thanks to
Surprises.
the rest of the Hurricane 100K crew.
Tri-County.
Kings Mountain trip.
Tri-County YMCA.
That's my own stomping ground. I just worked there, so that's really fun. Yeah, I worked there for 3 years.
Well, dang,
The Dumont County YMCA.
I did not know that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got a little smidgen of money.
Yeah, so I wasn't penny pinching as much. Not that last year's place was bad, but I got a pool. It was pretty easy to get onto like the main interstate that goes to the Fountain Hills, and No, I wanted to make it as easy as possible, both going there and back. And
You guys all stayed in the same
yes, stayed in the same place. It had enough rooms for everybody except for Abby. She was a late addition, but she had a bed. She had a couch bed. So
Oh, well, yeah, that's good.
I felt bad though because I felt like she deserved her own room.
So I guess that's a good entry for like you had a past athlete,
Mhm.
Lindsay, and your parents and Chris.
Yeah, so
Everyone had a good. You had made a great post. You could go check it out and see, but it was a great post for all of your crew people.
I tried to. That's one thing I like take pride in is I'm very well loved by some really amazing people. So I feel like I always get a really good crew. I mean, the parents they're kind of stuck with me.
They have to
Yeah.
love you.
They kind of have to. They're dialed in.
They're forced to love you.
But like having Lindsay, her and I we're always on the same wavelength. Sometimes like I'll just like kind of like make this like weird face, and she'll be like, "Oh, you need that," and no one knows why that is, but it's cool to have that. Yeah, and then having Abby, someone I've connected with for a while now, and just been able to coach her and see her progress throughout her career, and I was really excited when she hopped at the opportunity to help out. And then Chris Swan, he's helped me before at Room to River 2021, and he did a really good job. I thought. And he's done a great job with like Holly Ann and all her races.
Mm-hmm.
He's like that calm voice. Like if there's chaos, he's always that guy that's never going to get overexcited. He's going to slow things
Definitely
down.
feel that.
And that's what I thought I needed.
Especially at this race because you come into the aid station and it's
It's hectic.
hectic.
Especially the first loop. Like
Yeah.
there's so much going on. You're in the thick of it, and this you finally see everything, and you're like trying to think of all the things you need to do. And
Because you only see them, you're like, all right, I'll see you in a couple hours.
yeah, you see him for 2 minutes, 3 minutes at most, and you're trying to remember all the things. And yeah, but that's what the pre-race meeting is all about. So definitely glad we did that the night before. Kind of went over everything I thought I would need, and then like backups on what I thought I might want, even if it's not really what I'm thinking at the time.
What was something you stressed about in the pre-race meeting that you didn't even use? Anything? It could be nothing.
Well, I thought I would get gel fatigue earlier.
From which one? Precisions?
Yeah, the flow gel.
Mhm.
Just because anytime we're getting that much maltodextrin, I always get tired of it. And I had two backup plans. I had the neck, pear and banana puree, which I thought actually sells something really well. And then I also had Santa Madre high carb drink. So it's like 100 carbs and
If you had to go straight drink.
Yeah. So I was kind of planning on doing that around 50 miles.
Mhm.
And to be honest, I really didn't ever really use it. I bought like $45 worth or more of those. And
You could handle this pouch.
That happens, dude. It's better to have more of what you think you might need and not use it. That was like for Cocodona, I had probably $200 worth of precision not used.
And
Didn't use a thing. I had like a 100-pound duffel bag full of fucking nutrition.
The sheer fact that you had to pay extra for your nutrition.
Yeah, I paid
bag.
extra to bring it because it was so heavy. But
Then you say Walmart gas station burrito.
yeah,
that fell on the
I was
ground.
giving it away. to
Denny's
people.
burgers.
Yeah, Denny's on burgers that fell on the ground and rolled in the mud.
That's. I guess one last thing before we talk about the race. But what gear did you use? Did we already go over this in another pod? I don't know that we did 100%.
What gear?
I mean, I talked a little bit about it in that
Like
pre-race interview with AJW.
This is
This
premier.
needs to be talked about.
This is our.
We spoke about.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what I wanted to do, and I'll tell you what I did.
We gotta fix it.
Oh, no.
Hold on.
Well, no,
Don't worry.
we cut that out. It's fine.
We're good.
Foxes are my favorite animal, so
We're back.
yeah. My dad shot one when I was growing up.
Don't say that, dude.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
legal, brother. Actually, no, it's
No,
not.
they're not. It's fox season. We weren't shot pretty
You know,
He's in for
Fox.
foxes.
I
Yeah,
think there's a fox season.
there's a fox.
there's a season of the sticks. There's a season of the fox. Okay.
What's that movie?
True.
That really sweet movie where it's like
Oh, the Fox and the Hound?
Fantastic Mr.
I think
Fox?
that might be
Fantastic Mr. Fox?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's my favorite movie of all time. Shout out to anyone who's seen Fast Mr. Fox.
Pretty good.
It's really good. That's a great movie.
All right, so actually, it probably does go back
Anyways.
to the Fox and the Hound because
Mhm.
I grew up on that.
That's
It's
a great movie,
definitely one of my favorites. I cried so many times.
So if I remember right, that's a sad movie.
It is.
This is gonna cut out
Something
and then
out.
we'll come back into just Fox
It's
talk.
Fox talk.
Straight Fox talk.
Sounds like I don't know why.
No Fox is given.
Oh,
Oh.
oh.
All right. So gear. What'd you wear? Head to toe. What were you wearing on the day of the race?
All right, so we'll start with the feet. You know, I had the On Cloud Ultra Pros. I think that's what it's called. And carbon plate shoe worked really well at Hurricane 100K. I really enjoyed how like soft it was, how cushiony it was, but still responsive, still very like flowy. So tried them out at Hurricane and they did great. So I thought Heavily would be even better.
Perfect.
Phenomenal.
Backup shoe, I did have the Puma Deviate Trail Elites.
That's great.
They were given to me by Jordan Levitt. He's a marathon guy who is now, transitioning to the ultras. He's in Boulder. Pretty cool guy. He reached out and sent them to me. They would be a great shoe. I just think they're a little more geared towards like 50K type stuff. Not as much meat on the bones, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then I had the Asics Gel Nimbus. That was like the third.
What a great shoe.
And to be honest, I could
Great
have worn that. Like that trail's so easily run in road shoes.
It's just that one little section. It's like kind of shaly.
Yeah, going up to the
Just like
jacket.
the hill. Yeah.
Yeah. So underneath that, I did have, rest in peace, my Aldi compression socks. I ripped them. I ripped them the morning of, and I was like, "Is this going to ruin my race?
Oh
having
my
a haul like from here to here?"
I'm so glad that they removed
Are
that.
they truly from Aldi?
We got to get this guy, dude.
Yeah.
Bryson.
I thought it was a joke.
Bryson.
I thought you weren't for real about that.
They're literally from Aldi.
Right.
They're in that aisle
Used to
that
get
has
his
random
socks.
stuff in it.
Yeah.
So Bryson, if you want to send some CP socks my way, I'll
Yeah,
definitely wear them. Cause
Please. This
I
is
need
dirty
to-
game.
This man some compression socks.
Get this man some real
I'm
compression.
about to give him mine, but they're too big for his feet.
Yeah.
From Aldi, I think they were doing the opposite. They were like uncompressing them.
No, they're
Decompression
great.
socks.
I mean,
Those were
He used them,
compression
dude.
socks.
He
Yeah.
used them for a couple of years. I mean, how long have you had those?
I mean, at least
4 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
exactly.
If it ain't broke,
So
don't fix
socks, and what's next?
So I wore the lined John G half tights,
Nice.
which was probably the most popular short out there. Several of the guys in the top 10 were wearing them. Gavin Pryor definitely was. I'm trying to remember if Will had them.
We could just say that he was.
Yeah, Will had them.
it.
And then
Will had 'em.
David wore his normal, green John G shorts. So John G was definitely
Yeah, I saw 'em.
not the sponsor, but they could have been because there's so many John G stuff out there. And then I wanted to wear like a white John G shirt, but they don't really have one. So
Yeah, hard to get.
I wore the Kelly Green. I wanted to stand out, and I was thanked by so many people on course at the aid stations for wearing a green shirt because everybody else was wearing white.
Nice.
So they knew exactly what I was coming in. So that was good. And then I wore a rabbit hat. It had like little ice pockets in like the side.
Oh, that's great.
We actually did use that, and I don't know if it helped a ton, but it did work as white, so I thought that was a good thing. And I wore the Sun God customized sunglasses,
Oh yeah.
and they were great. I mean, I don't usually wear sunglasses very often, but they were definitely better than the Gooders I had last year. And I don't know how it would have even run on the fifth loop if it wasn't for those.
Really?
The sun was directly in our face the whole way up until it went behind the mountains. So thank you, Sun God.
Yeah.
Because saved my race.
Have you learned to love, at least for me, like having a wraparound sunglass? At first, I thought they were kind of douchey,
But
once you use them for
Yeah.
outdoors activities, it's
Way
hard
better.
to go back.
it's
Way
I-
better.
It is, I like put on a normal pair of sunglasses and I'm like running or something. I'm like, I like can't see anything.
You've weakened
You
your
need
eyes.
the side protection.
yeah.
I feel like a goober going out on just like my regular runs and wearing those, but like you said, it makes a huge difference.
It's just
Yeah.
you don't have to squint. It saves you need less wrinkles, man.
There was some guy on the big screen at the football game yesterday.
Mm.
He looked just like you. He had the big wraparound sunglasses.
Wait, were you at the football
Yeah.
game too?
I was outside of that tailgate,
Oh, okay.
but we saw it from the tailgate, and someone was like, "Is that Dan?"
Uh,
They looked just like you, but I think he was like 10 years younger.
We should have invited you in. We could have got you. You could have sat with us.
Oh, you guys were in there?
Oh yeah.
All of y'all?
Mhm.
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I actually thought
I wasn't there too long.
So that's the gear. So I guess
And then you missed like, did you have like a belt? Did you have a vest?
Oh, yeah, good point.
Mm-hmm.
So I did wear the naked belt. That's the
Is that-
first 100-miler that I wore just a belt, and I really don't think I would want to have a vest. Like Will Murray had it, he rocked it. Last year I had one. I don't know, for that type of running, I don't like having things on me like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know me, I'm only going to drink what's in my hand. I'm not very good at doing a hole. So a lot of times, even like Western States a couple of years ago, I had a lot of fluid on me, but I wasn't drinking it because I just don't know if. Obviously, you can take it out, put it back
you lose
in.
a lot of flow and focus when you have to do that.
Yeah.
For sometimes, you know.
For a klutz like me, I think it's best if I just have it. And like it's real easy just to pull it out and then hold it.
Mhm.
And then if it's like once you're done with it, you can find a way to put it back in, which I think is good.
You gotta curl up and like get down. It's weird.
The
Yeah.
long ones are just.
But then that would
Yeah.
hit me in the face.
Where was your
Guys
guys'
smacking me in the face.
Were you back around the same spot we were last time, or?
So no, that's a good story. So this year you had to pay an extra $100 to reserve a tent,
What?
and
Mhm.
I signed
This
up.
race, dude.
Yeah, they're
That's
making it in.
insane. And there's no prize money still?
There's still no prize money. So I signed up at Jockey Club New Year's Eve because that's what people do on New Year's Eve. You sign up for races that open up, and when you have a few drinks in. And I saw that. I was like, well, I don't know what day I'm going to be getting there because I'm not getting my flight for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I got it for Friday morning. Now knowing that I got there, Wednesday, I could have definitely done it on Thursday, but oh well. 7 o'clock Friday morning, we were out there, and all the spots on the edge were taken. Like the whole U, all the ones that you would want were taken. However,
They start making new ones usually.
so where we were last year, if you go towards the finish line, probably 300 yards ish, like at the end of the U, before it really turns into a straightaway,
Mhm.
we were like the second tent back. It actually worked out really well.
That's like your first year ish,
Well, yeah.
right? Right? Oh,
Probably, yeah.
same
It was good though because there was a space in between. There's a porta potty right there,
area.
and then the dumpster where you can throw your tents and your chairs was also right there. So it was a good spot. It was easy to see when I was coming in. Obviously, everybody was out and they just threw stuff at me. I threw stuff at them,
Mm-hmm.
but it was super easy just to get in and out. And I never went into the tent while I was running. It was just stuff right there. Yeah. So it was a good spot, and I put that Marshall flag up, so it's easy to see that too.
Beautiful.
But yeah, I was a little frustrated when I saw that all the spots I wanted were taken.
I didn't know you didn't get an edge tent.
Yeah,
I would have raised hell probably. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I would have just asked a bunch
I
of
think your
people.
mom and Sydney would have raised hell.
I would have just asked, dude. So everyone, did you have to pay $100?
Yeah.
So everyone with a tent had to pay $100, plus the VIP parking, plus the race entry fees, plus the fact there's
I'm not sure if I got
hundreds of
VIP
people out there.
Good lord.
That's wild.
Yeah.
But sweet. So
Yeah.
morning of the race, how'd that go? Was that smooth? You got out there good?
It was smooth. So
37
How'd you get up?
we got up at 3 something,
Dang,
as one does.
Early bird.
And definitely
You
wasn't.
looking for that worm?
Definitely wasn't the first person up. We at our little team meeting, Lindsay told everybody that she was going to wake up 30 minutes before the first person, so that way she could get all of her stuff done, makeup, whatnot.
Sure.
Which is really, really sweet of her, really nice. Because we had 2 bathrooms, but still. So then I get up. I think Chris was already awake too. But yeah, we got everything was kind of already set up. Thankfully, we didn't forget anything.
I say Chris is probably still on that newborn schedule.
Yeah.
I'm going to be on or something.
Toddler and newborn schedule. He actually probably got the best sleep of his past 2 years.
Yeah, probably. That's crazy.
But yeah, so we everything went pretty fast, pretty quick. We left a little bit earlier than last year, and we still got stuck in the same traffic as last year. But we had a plan. I had my backpack ready. Once we pulled up to where the entrance was, I was just going to hop out, and if anybody yelled, I was just going to go hang out and go. And I actually listened to the Swap podcast, and David Roach didn't get to his spot until 20 minutes before, 10 minutes before, something like that.
Respect.
Because
That's
he,
crazy.
he was everybody's in the same like scenario. Chris Andrews, same thing. Like you're in just along the line, and they just park you on the side of the road. Like so,
It's just long.
if you don't get, you got there pretty early last year. So
We did. We got there like an hour early.
yeah, I think that's probably
An
the
hour.
move if you want to have like a smooth little transition. But it was bad. The only bad thing was I forgot my phone in the car, but I really didn't need it. But I was just sitting in the tent, kind of just vibing with my anxiety. It was- yeah. But we had bought several rugs and we put those on the ground. So I was like doing my dynamics and
That's
stuff.
Okay, sweet.
We had rugs, we had a tie dye wall, and then we had the flag wall.
So
So
you didn't win best 10.
no, definitely not. I'm not sure who did, but there's some good ones.
So you get to the start good. You have a good thing at the house.
I will say there was a little bit of what's the word? Not anxiety, but getting to the start line proved to be a little more difficult just because I made a little mental error. So I could have just crossed the start line.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was like, "You're not really supposed to do that." So I went around, got stuck at the fire twirlers.
Oh,
I,
no.
I was like, I was trying to cut across them, but
This
that's
is where your niceness bites you in the ass sometimes.
Yeah.
You gotta just fucking, excuse my language, you gotta just walk through all those people.
that's what I should have done. But like,
That's
we had like
that's a Halloween specific problem.
It is.
The fire twirlers blocked me.
Yeah. So had 4 minutes. I was coming from my tent, and I was like, "Oh, I shouldn't go across the start line." So go like almost through the fire twirlers, and then that was a bad idea because they had real fire. So then I went all the way around, past the like last porta potties, and then I'm at the very very back of the race. I'm like, that's not good. So I'm trying to like squeeze behind like by people, and no one's like letting me go through. So I'm like forcing my way, and I felt like a complete doucher.
That is the worst.
And then I finally get about like 3 or 4 rows back, and I see AJW. I'm like, okay, I'm stopping here. And then I noticed my watch turned on because I actually hit somebody with it. So I had to stop that real quick and try to delete it before the race started.
Oh my
So
god.
there's too many things going on at once, and then that's why like it took me a little while to get to the front.
AJW is talking to you about Highland Sky. You're like, dude, I'm trying to mess with my watch, man.
Yeah, no. But yeah, so race starts, and we don't take off. Like last year, I felt like we were kind of farther back, but then we ended up in the front before we even like made the turn. Like we kind of got around people, and
Yeah, we were like probably 5th to 10th back in the
yeah,
before we got over the road.
yeah. Oh, definitely. I mean, we were maybe farther up.
We were with JP.
Yeah, and this year it took me a
Okay.
while to like get around people. I got caught behind the woman who got second, and then I finally get around her. This is on the trail, like before we get to the road.
Oh, so that's the first like what? It's like 2 miles or less.
2.5, 3
2.5
miles. Yeah, and then this. If he watches this is not it. I'm not trying to be mean. It's dark.
I know there's some funny shit about coming out.
there was somebody. It turned out to be Chris Andrews. He ended up being a really cool guy. And like I eventually figured it out, but like I was behind him, and his hair was just like really long and a braid. So eventually we were 2 or 3 miles in, and start seeing some of the photographers out there getting pictures and whatnot. And I will say there's something that's kind of cool is Howie, the main photographer, got a picture, and it's like the whole top 5 in order at mile 2.
The way they finished.
The way they finished. The only exception is Canyon is like behind me. I think Clint Anders was like right ahead of me. So if you switch those two, and Clint, I don't think he finished, but like Canyon would have been right there. Like it would have been exactly the top 5
That's cool.
at mile 2.
That's sick.
So
That's
kind
actually
of
awesome.
cool. But yeah, so
Yeah, you go out. You got in a good spot early. Then
I
would
did.
say.
Yeah.
First 3 or 4 miles, and then you're kind of on like a road. It's like a dirt road.
It's like a double track.
double track road to the first aid station, which is what's that called? I forget.
Let's see. You got Coyote. Was it Coyote?
Yeah, Coyote and Jackass.
Yeah, and then Rattlesnake's the last one.
Yeah.
So last year, I remember
No one stops a coyote.
no one stops. Yeah.
Hmm.
So last year, I remember we went out kind of fast, but it felt pretty comfortable. But then on the second half, everybody just started blitzing it, and I was like bothered by it. I was like, "This is a 100-mile race. Why are we dropping low 6s?" And I kept thinking that in my head, like, "This is dumb. This is dumb. Like, we're going to all blow up." And obviously, like, that was not the right mindset to have. So this time is just my only thought in my head was full send. It doesn't matter how it progresses or what happens after. We're just going to send it. We're going to be in contention and just whatever happens. And we're all kind of vibing. We're like running. We passed Coyote all as a big group, and then I can't remember who was leading. I know Gavin led a lot of the like first couple laps. He was kind of in and out, so he might have been. But we were all right together, and I remember we kind of dropped David and Will. Hindsight, they were probably looking at their heart rate, like, "Oh, yeah, you dial it back." But we weren't really looking at that. We were just running based off vibes and how we were feeling, and that's definitely what I was doing. Because I felt pretty smooth. I didn't feel like we were throwing any like unnecessary surges. We were just kind of just running.
It feels pretty good when you're
It does, yeah.
20 miles in.
Especially that
50 miles in, remember?
Yeah, especially that first 10 miles. It goes by so fast. Like,
Yeah, sun's coming up. You got a beautiful view.
it's the best part of the race.
Desert sunrise. Everyone feels great.
Yeah, it was somewhat cool in the morning, and
You're
Yeah,
running at
just-
the slow pace.
I remember once we once we like got through Jackass and we are coming down, we're all just kind of. That's the only point where
You're speeding up.
Yeah, we were throwing some surges, but it's all downhill. And I remember looking over at Clint. I was like, dude, this is awesome. This is so much fun. We're just running as like guys do. And he like laughed and he started talking about Sagueros being aliens. But
Honestly,
Was there like a
Saguaro
it
is
didn't-
good.
it didn't really make sense except for the fact we saw some. And then I was like, well, make sure you thank him throughout the day. And,
True.
Yeah, so hopefully
Lord,
he did.
you know,
Thank you, Mr. Saguaro, for your shade.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
not much.
So this is the point where David catches back up and he's
I'm trying
trying
to sneeze. Sorry. But I looked over and said he was looking at me. I was about to sneeze for like 30 seconds. I was like, anyways, go ahead.
So David, like, he's trying to like fill everybody out. He comes up beside me. He's like, "Hey, Caleb, how you doing?" But he's like whispering. He's like, "Hey." And
Dude, that's wild.
We need some ASMR out there.
He probably just took a poop. He took a poop there with me.
he did. I think he did. Yeah.
The last year.
So he's like, "Good call. Who's that guy leading?"
That was a good call.
And I honestly didn't know who he was. I thought it was Gavin Pryor, but I really didn't know. So I was like, I don't know, but he's pretty tall. And I guess that wasn't the answer he was looking for because then he passed me. And then he started talking to Gavin. And they're from the same town, so you think that they would know each other, like Boulder. But anyway, we were all just running, and I think we got down to like low sixes. Like, I didn't break 6, but some people may have. And
Yeah.
then as we're
Diabolical.
getting close to kind of like, so we pass through the last aid station rattlesnake, and then you do the left hand turn rather than the right hand turn. You go the extra little loop. It gets a little bit rockier, but we stayed together the whole time up until about 2 to 3 miles. We were always one big group of 10 guys. Which is cool.
It's cool, but it's also kind of like that. Kind of sucks because you would hope it would spread out.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you'd want to.
And no one's trying to make moves, but we're also like not waiting for people. We're not slowing down.
Yeah.
Everything is like when somebody goes, like you kind of just stay right on them.
Yep.
There were a couple of rolled ankles, but not for me. So I was happy. And at some point in the first 10 miles, we heard a scream, and I was like, "What in the world?" So
Praying on your downfall.
You're coming in. You're done with the first loop.
well, before the end of the first loop, there's the little shift that happened. So Gavin Pryor asked David Roche if he would consider stopping with him for a bathroom break. And David Roche's little words were, I don't have to peep, I do have to shit, so I might stop. He said, I'm trying to hold to the aid station. But they do eventually split off. So I was like in 4th or 5th, and all of a sudden I'm like in first place because they peel off. So that was like the moment that Mountain Outpost saw us, and they took that little video. And
you were number one.
I was number one.
Which, rightfully,
So it was
you were
cool.
number one.
Yeah.
That was cool. And then, right probably a half mile, 3/4 of a mile before we get to aid station, Chris Andrews comes up. And he says, "Hey man, do you mind if I take the lead? I'm the dark horse." Literal word.
He
I
is-
have the dark horse.
He is confident.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you go for it, man. So he goes right around me as fast as he could, and he starts like whooping and hollering like crazy
Into the
aid station.
Okay.
And I was like, you do you, man. I mean, he was like, he literally put like 30 seconds on me within half mile. So
Okay.
we get into the aid station, and it's like, Chris, me, Noah, Gavin, David, Will, like back to back Canyon, all this kind of row. I thought it was a pretty efficient aid station. Parents did good. It was good. Like get all the stuff out, putting stuff in. They put a lot of ice in my belt, ice everywhere. Dumped a lot of water on me. Got the headlamp off. That was good.
Mhm.
And then I was out there. The one thing I wish I would have done, and it was 100% on me. I wish I would have tested all the soft flask nipple, because that second one was like stopped up, and so we're running. It doesn't feel great because I just had a whole bunch of ice water dumped on me. I felt like kind of in shock still, but yeah, I think I was in like third or fourth at the time, but we were all right together. Canyon's right behind me, a few others right behind me. I go to take my first swig of the flow gel, and nothing's coming out. I'm like, oh shoot! So I'm like biting it a little more, kind of like trying to pull on it a little more, and it just pops off. Right on the it's like not even a mile outside the aid station. It pops off, and it just shoots into my face. So I have like flow gel in my not in my eye, but like the sunglass,
Terrible.
and it's slimy.
Clean your bottles, kids.
Well, I cleaned. Me and Abby washed them out. But we didn't do the nozzle or the nozzles of them. We just did the actual bottle. So I was mad because I knew exactly. I was like, what? I did all that washing for no reason. Like I didn't get the most important part of it. So Koenig flies by me. A few others fly past me. Chris flies by me. I'm just like
he's getting the gunk out of his eyes.
Okay,
yeah.
I can only imagine like the dust that was just sticking to that side of your face.
That's fine.
I'm not sure if it really did. I had to like wipe it off, and it's just like a kind of a blur on that left eye.
You got Nickelodeon slime out there.
God, dude.
You could say something else.
This is
crazy.
Yeah. But so I went from going from like a highest high to like a kind of a low really quick.
Yeah.
And then watching all these
lady.
and watching all the guys just like leave me, I'm just like, dang on it, like that's the race. And also like I'm still trying to figure out how to put that thing back in. So I didn't want to
Oh, you had it still. Was it in your mouth? You'd bitten it, pulled it off.
Yeah.
So then you run around like
And then so I had my hand held out this one, I'm trying to like use the thing to put it back in. And I eventually do. But
oh shit. Did it work then when you put it back on?
yeah,
Okay, then
it's fine.
I just had to get.
just need cleared.
But I was kind of a bad spot until I got into that next aid station, washed my hands off, washed everything off, washed my sunglasses off, and I was like, well, I may not be at the race anymore, but at least I'm still running fast. So,
You're not that far back at this point. You're like
I can still-
seventh or eighth.
I can still see them. Like Noah was wearing like a red jersey with like jorts on, like the boa jorts.
Nice.
So I could see him for a lot of that
crazy.
lap, but he was like on the back end of the pack, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The good thing though is Chris he was in sight and I actually ended up passing him back on that loop. So that was good. That was like at least a win there. So thankfully I don't think I lost a whole lot of gel because I was able to get everything back on, and I think I got most, if not all, of the gel down. So first loop, that's 300 carbs. Second loop, 300 carbs, just in that gel alone. So we come in, and I'm trying to think. Come in, try to remember what my 40-mile split was. But they were telling me, they're like, you're so much faster than what your plan was. Because I put down the splits for Jeff McGovern's 12:54. That's kind of like my goal. And I forgot how far I was underneath of it. It was pretty far, but I still knew I was in like 8th place or 7th place at the time. So it's kind of hard to get back into like that race setting. Don't know if there's anyone behind you, but there's the people in front of you can't even see anymore.
Plus, you're running good, and they're telling you you're running good, but it's hard because no one foresaw that race going that fast.
No, not at all.
So like you're really far back, or you're farther back, but it's like your time doesn't necessarily say that based on history.
Yeah, and like I don't know how to do quick math unless it's easy math. So like, I'm like 40 miles. What is that? And I just stopped thinking about it.
Doing math while running is just out of the question.
Especially when you're like,
difficult.
your brain's like rattling. You just came through an aid station, that aid station, but everyone's screaming. People are wearing like no clothes.
There were a couple.
You're wet, cold.
Yeah.
People are throwing
You're like hot
swallowing swords.
Yeah, you're like sweating, but you have water on you too. You're like, what the fuck is this?
And the snakes beside you.
And then there's a girl with her cheeks cut out of her like outfit, so you see them, but like you're like, is that real? Yeah, that's real.
The assless chaps.
That's her ass skin.
Yep,
Javelina is such an interesting place.
it is.
If I don't ever run it, I want to crew it. Like I want to experience.
Have you never been?
It would
I've
be
never been to Javelina.
Oh,
Despite so many people here being in Javelina, I've never been to Javelina.
it's an experience.
crewing. It looks like
I think
fun.
Michael.
Crewing it is a lot of
Michael
fun.
wants to run it.
I think Michael and Tink would love it.
If Michael runs it, I'm gonna crew it.
It's just
I think I would like to crew it more.
It's almost like boring though whenever you're crew, from what I've heard, because you have like a whole lot of excitement and then there's a whole lot of dead time.
I don't know.
Hell yeah, you crewed for me twice.
That 2 hours goes by so much faster than what you would think
Yeah.
because, like, you know, it takes like 20 minutes for you to get like worked up when you come in, and then you come in, and then you leave, and then it takes like another 20 minutes just to calm down,
Yeah.
and then you're just like,
Plus, you got to take care of yourself.
yeah, you gotta take care of yourself, especially if you're pacing.
They have a good There's like always a nice like coffee truck.
There's coffee, which always has a
pizza
really
guy.
long line. The pizza's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just like constantly music bumping, so it's like a party. Yeah.
That's when you know you're getting close to the aid station because you can hear it
Yeah.
for like 2 miles out.
That's cool.
The 2 years I was there, though, I just remember sitting down and thinking, how in the hell are they running in this? Because I was like trying not to let any of my extremities touch each other because it was so hot.
Yeah.
Which you had a little reprieve. It was like 85, right?
I've heard 85 and 87, so
That's good.
it's somewhere around there. It definitely did not feel nearly as bad as last year.
Last year was
Last year was
oven
rough.
like.
It felt like an oven the whole time.
Do you think that's a reason it went so fast this year? It was
It's
cooler?
definitely a fact.
It definitely helped, but also I think when you get a group of people who are just committed to sending it, it's going to be fast regardless.
And can send it.
Yeah.
There will be
Physically
people that
capable of sending it.
yeah, there will be people that fall off, and there were, but the people that are going to be there at the end are going to be helped by those people.
Won't hold
going
on.
out.
It seems
So-
like the stars really aligned.
Yeah, no, I definitely think so. And like Tara Dower is the same thing. Like her and a couple other women went out way faster than the course record, and she was the only one that held it. But heck, she was there. And
That's how you.
Gotta go for
I'm
it.
about to say that's how you end up running way faster than the course record as well.
yeah,
Both guys and girls.
it is funny because everything I've heard, no one thought 12:10, 12:20 was possible.
No.
They all thought it was like 12:30. So what's going to happen?
High 12 or high 12-20s.
Yeah.
Even as we're getting updates, we're like, oh my god, they gotta drop. Like this has to like blow up at some point.
Yeah, it was. We were walking.
It did blow up.
Didn't blow up.
I mean, there were a couple. So
It was crazy.
like when I was going through lap 3, I was not in the greatest spot. Just like I'm not even in this race. I just feel like I'm running.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like I'm racing at all because I didn't see a single soul. Apparently,
At this point, so lap 3, where are you starting the loop? Like what place? When you start
I
at?
think I was in 7th or 8th because Sage
Just
passed
still
me
in
at
the
some
good-
point.
Still
Oh.
top 10.
Never saw him pass me, but he did. So
Wow.
I'm just like
Yeah.
kind of like,
Age.
well, I definitely didn't want to. I want to be better placement wise than I was last year. I was like, well, I don't know exactly what place I'm in, but I know it's worse than last year. So that was also. I think it had some negative stuff.
That weighs on you, dude.
Yeah. Even if you're running faster, you're just like, well, I'm still behind a lot of people.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until I picked up Abby that I started to come out of that, and I put Abby in that same spot, 4th loop for that. No, I just want to hear like interesting stuff that I'm not thinking about the race anymore. I'm
Yeah.
thinking about whatever you're talking about.
Caleb, tell me the beef. Tell me
Like,
some tea.
like Rim to River 21, I had Lucas Warner, and I told him, tell me some really crazy stuff. And
Give me
he's
the tea.
Give me the tea.
well, he starts off by talking about castrating pigs. I'm like, dude,
Yeah, no one knows Lucas Warner. That is very on brand.
yeah. We talk about mushrooms.
That's
We talk
crazy. I
about,
was not expecting that. That's
And then-
that's
That wasn't the
wild.
bingo card.
That gets your mind off some
it did.
things.
And then he finished it off with like him telling me I'm the first person he told that he's having a child. And I was like,
Dang.
dude, this is like awesome. Like, so
You must have been doing bad, dude. He was really motivating you.
I think he just had
Like saving that for the last.
Like,
This doesn't get him going. I don't know what.
nothing will. Nothing will. I guess we'll have to get back to the pigs. We'll circle back around and castrating the pigs.
So unfortunately, Abby didn't talk about that, but
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
we hear that.
it was good.
So that was fourth loop. You had one more loop then.
Yeah. So
Fourth,
in that fourth loop,
yeah, I was gonna say.
I did pass 3 people that were ahead of me. I passed Sage Candidate, which once again never saw him, so I don't know. But
Yeah.
Ghost.
but
Ghost of a person.
Noah Dressel from Seattle.
Yeah, dude. Shout out Noah.
Yeah, he was. I mean, when I passed him, I was like, Abby, that guy was ahead of us. And she's like, 1 down. I was like, hey, okay. So 1 down. So then we passed Gavin Pryor, and he was walking in the same spot that Blake Slattergan passed me walking last year on the second half, on a downhill section. And that's when you know, like, they're not feeling the greatest. Because
Yeah.
that's a section you should be able to run. And if you're reduced to a walk, it's not good. Logan was like force feeding me Morton gels at that time because
Yeah, you have to funnel out.
I had stopped I stopped eating a long time ago.
It's like a sick dog.
Well, another picture.
We're like, we were waiting for him to die.
So I knew how Gavin felt at that point
Yeah.
because I was in the same boat you.
So that's 2. Who's the third?
Sage.
Sage.
For sure. I never saw him, but I passed him at some point.
He must have just been using the.
This was Logan feeding you gels.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Some people
Save that.
We'll flash that on the screen.
Yeah,
We'll flash it on the screen there.
Some people may call it muling, but hey, it's fine.
That was last year.
Let's see if
That was last
see if
year.
we can show this.
Pretty good.
I don't know if they can see that.
Probably not.
Probably see.
So that loop went great.
It went really
Abby passing people.
Yep.
And then now where are you at? And then the rest of
I
the
want to know, when did you push Abby down?
Oh well, I mean, she was like mid story, and we're like going into Jackass Junction. You have like 3 kind of short hills.
Yeah.
It's like the second one, and she just clipped her toe on a rock that didn't move, and she went straight down.
Oh,
Dude, snag.
And like I stopped, and I was like, I can't stop. So I just kept rolling. Like it was like a smooth stop. I was like, what am I doing? So I just kept going, and she caught back up. She lost her Morton gel.
I fell there.
It was upsetting.
Same rock.
same rock. Didn't move.
Move.
Didn't move. Unmovable object.
But she dropped her gel, and she was really sad about it. And then the next loop was gone, so somebody picked it up.
$5. Just
$5.
like
It's true. Yeah. I mean, that's a good catch.
I'm gonna start leaving more just to leave it like restaurants as tips.
Should
Just a $5. Just leave it there.
that's worth it.
I mean, depending on where you're at, like if you're doing that like in Colorado or something,
I'd love that.
or like Arizona.
Yeah.
Well, not all places Arizona, but like Flagstaff,
Mm-hmm.
they'd be like, dude, nice.
Be sick. Like 2 or 3 of them.
2 caffeine gels.
if you didn't
Oh,
Phoenix,
that's like over $10 tip. That's
Yeah.
great.
if you didn't Phoenix, it would just explode or burn.
We can burst into flames the second you
It would not be
If you
good.
did in Phoenix, they'd be like, how can I shoot this up?
Shoot this.
That's a bad. We should probably take that.
Just remind you, we're sitting in Huntington, West.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. We got nothing. Everyone just
I
talking.
love Arizona.
There's a guy shooting up across the street right now.
How was
No,
that
there's-
last? So now you come
I'm
in
scared.
to the aid station, and this is the last aid station before the last loop.
I'm in 5th place.
Critical. What is going through your head? What are you planning on getting?
So So
what do you forget? Because I'm sure you forgot something. I would forget something.
Well, the main thing was I needed my headlamp, so I knew that. Now, Lindsay was trying to get me to switch to the San Madre caffeine drink because that's what I did at Hurricane, and it worked out really well. I really wasn't feeling it though. Like what I was doing was working, I was taking the NAC, I was taking the NAC purees, and I was taking the float gel.
Yeah.
And I really didn't want to veer from that, but I did take. We put it in my belt, and I made sure that she gave me a small 350 Ultra Spire bottle rather than the big 500, just because I was like, if I'm not going to use it, like at least
Yeah, then it's that too.
yeah. So kind of we talked that out, and really that was about it. We made sure I had the headlamp, made sure Chris had his headlamp, and we got out there. It's probably the longest aid station stop, but I think that was just because
Critical though.
yeah, making sure you have all
Make
that
sure you
stuff.
got it.
You're gonna run your hardest then.
Yeah, and then me and Chris, we got out of there, and well, Dad told me he kind of gave me a little update. He's like, "Don't worry about the guys leading; they're crushing the course record. There's nothing you can do about it. So just run your race."
That's kind of a good thing to say to somebody.
It was,
Yeah.
because I was kind of like, I wonder how they're doing, and he was just like, "You have a shot to break 13 still, so really just push." And I told Chris, I'm like, "Chris, I'm running as fast as I possibly can. I don't know if I can break 13, but we're just going to run as hard as possible and just see what happens."
Mhm.
And so we did that. I turned my ankle the only time of the course because I couldn't see anything because the sun was setting straight into my face. We were trying to get around people that we didn't see until like 2 steps before passing him.
Mhm.
So that is kind of the interesting thing with Javelina is you're like constantly passing lap runners the whole time, and it's nice because you get some of a boost from passing people, but it's also kind of cumbersome because you have to. You feel bad, so you're saying like, "Hey, good job." You have to say something to him.
Yeah.
You don't want to be that guy just like the rip. I will say, so Abby was like being super nice, and I think she inspired a lot of like women out there because if I said something like, "Hey, great job," they wouldn't say anything. But if Abby said it, they're like, "Oh, great job! You guys did awesome!" And I'm like,
You're like Abby to the front.
"Yeah."
Caleb, you're also John too. Don't let anyone convince you.
Kind of a fun story.
You're all peaches
I don't-
and cream, brother.
I'm not sure, but kind of a funny story. So Abby was commenting on people's costumes, throughout. She's like, "Oh, great costume," and those women brighten up and everything.
Mm.
So me and Chris we do the same thing to this girl. Like, "Hey, awesome costume." She's like, "It's not a costume."
What?
Hey, dude.
So
You must have said it wrong.
You dressed up as Waldo or something. So
she had this like long like shirt that had blood splattered all over it. So I don't know. Like, I don't know if she was
She was
just
just
joking.
bloody, dog.
what is she talking about?
I don't know. But I was like, did I just offend somebody? Like, trying to be nice, trying to be cool, and it doesn't hit.
What do you mean it's not a costume?
I don't know.
That's better than I think. I don't know if that was the first time Fred ever paced me at a race. It's Javelina.
I love this story.
And he takes off and he's like hype as shit to be running with me, which it was awesome to run with him. But we take off into Javelina, and like you said, it's tight. You're passing people, like especially on those later loops, nearly every less than every 10 minutes.
Mhm.
Oh, passing people, maybe even more
Yeah.
often than that.
Yeah.
And we come up on the first couple people, and Fred's like, "Hey, good night." He's like never run a trail race. He's like, "Hey, runner." He's like, I'm like, dude, you can't trick people like that. I'm like, these people are on the edge of surviving, dude. We can't yell at them like this. I'm like, we gotta be nice.
Fred's talking like a drill instructor.
Yeah, stay out of the way. He's like, "Hey, run her up, run her back." He's like, "Get on your left,
Yeah.
on your left." This is crazy.
And
He used to hiking lingo.
those people are going to be out there for like 12 more
Yeah, I'm
hours.
like, they're fighting for their lives out there, dude.
They see this like 8 foot tall man just like
Yeah.
out of the way.
Yeah, you got Fred. He's like 6'5", just yelling at innocent people.
They turn around, spray. He's 10 foot tall.
Yeah.
I love Fred. 10 foot.
Shout out to Fred.
Shout out Fred.
ran his first 50K.
Second
Second
50K.
yeah, that's all.
Grand Raid or Grand Ridge or something, 50K in Issaquah. Did good. He got third place.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
In place, he ran. It was a 50K. It was 33 miles, 5,000 feet of gain. He ran 5:17.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Fred is Dan's brother. If for
Yeah.
all those who do not
That's my
know.
brother Fred.
Mhm.
But yeah, he just ran 50K. So shout out Fred. Dog.
Hell yeah, Fred.
Get the bug.
Yeah, he's addicted.
10 foot tall, 107 pounds.
He told me, this is totally off topic, but he said his next goal is to run a race that would allow him to use poles.
Mm.
Not because he couldn't have used them in this race, but something that's steep enough that he can use poles because he thinks it's cool. And I'm like, it is cool.
It is cool. I love poles. I love poles so much.
What size pole do you think Fred used?
He needs one that doesn't hardly exist. He's like a 35 or a 40, or 135 or 140 centimeters.
I think 135. I think we technically need 135, don't we? Didn't you tell me that?
I have 130s,
I think I probably need 135s then.
probably.
Mm.
Would I
Brady's
need
150.
like 115s?
I don't know, dude. I don't know if they make them like that.
Little kitty.
Kids
section.
Hey, dude, they're lighter weight, bro.
Yeah.
They are lighter weight. You guys are lucky.
So you come in, you get
Back to topic.
yeah, back to what you were talking about. Now you got Chris Swanson.
Chris Swan, and I picked Chris for that loop, just because he's always dialed, he's always calm. So like if I was in a race scenario, I think he would shoot me straight and do all the things that I need. Like he would take care of me, and he'd also just like motivate me to do what I need to do.
Yeah.
You know, he's not going to BS me. He's not going to like even really hype me up as much. He's just gonna be like, hey, 13 minutes ahead. Let's go get him. That's how I figured Chris would be.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we weren't close to anybody in front of him. But, you know, he was great. You know, definitely didn't talk as much as Abby, which was like, I mean, no one cared. But no, he's great. I mean, we were there until about 2 miles out, and he had to peel off because he's having some pretty gnarly cramps in his legs. So he's like, I don't want to slow you down. Just go.
Stop the coyote.
It wasn't even Coyote. It's like in between Coyote and the finish line.
But dropping your pacer, I mean.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
dropped him.
I dropped him.
You dropped him.
He's done. Yeah. So it was really good though, and really cool. I always think on the last loop of Javelina, it's a special moment with your pacer whenever you finally turn your headlamp on, and hopefully you're going downhill, going to the Coyote aid station or Rattlesnake aid station. But like I remember with Logan last year, it was a really cool moment where we turned our headlamps on, we turned around, and like this long line of people with headlamps. It just looked super cool with the mountains in the background and everything. So we kind of like had a little similar moment too, and the moon was huge that day.
That's a special thing with that race because I mean, every other race, for the most part, like you can't see the rest of the pack. You know,
Yeah,
you're
you
in
can
the
see
woods.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's hillier.
yeah. And like whenever you're coming out of Jackass, like you're at the high point of the course, so you see pretty much everything.
Mm-hmm.
You can almost see like the finish line, like almost.
Did you feel like, at least I felt like this, that little climb you're talking about in the beginning? That's like the shaly part.
Mhm.
Is it not hilarious how difficult that gets?
Yeah,
Because you know how easy it was for loop like 1, 2, 3,
yeah.
and then you're like,
4 and 5. It's just like
I am a piece of shit, dude. This should be easier than it.
I'm a
And
piece
you're
of
like,
shit.
really slowing down going up it. At least I'm
like 9-minute pace. You're like, this is all I got. Like,
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore.
You're like thinking it's technical.
Yeah.
You're like,
Actually, I didn't think it's that bad technical wise. I was just like my legs couldn't go any faster.
Yeah.
Like I felt like maybe my quads were blown from earlier. I don't know, but I was celebrating being under 9. Like even if it was like 8:52 or whatever.
because it is like you come out of that first aid station and then you kind of already start climbing, and then it's like what, like a mile or so of climbing. It maybe a mile.
Yeah,
Just
and then
like
it
up-
levels off, and then you have some rollers.
Then you get on that like
yeah,
a
little
little
plateau.
road on top of a plateau thing.
Yeah.
Sick.
The thing I always try to do is like remember certain points. Like I never could remember how many miles it was from these points.
Mm.
But I was always like, okay, I'm getting close because I can see this little town to the left. And I know that's like the top end of the little park that they have. And it seemed like that got farther and farther. It took longer to get to. You know, like it's like, man, I should have been there by now. Am I closer? And then you're not closer because you're just tired.
Yeah, that's classic. It's like you're like at the end of a workout or a race or something. You just have to remind yourself you have to be running harder to run the same pace.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Even though you're like, okay, I need to stay like even keel, but you really can't.
Yeah, you have
You're
to.
gonna have to. Yeah, you're gonna have to just run harder to run the same pace,
Yeah,
or don't.
yeah.
Or don't.
No. I will say, Chris. I won't say he lied to me. I don't think he knew. But I asked him, I was like, so how far is the first woman? Because last year, Unfortunately, about 800 meters from the finish line, I got passed by Riley Grady. I didn't want that to happen. And he's like, "Oh, you're fine. Like, she's not even close." She was not too far off. She was only about 20-some minutes behind. So I'm kind of glad he didn't say that because, like, I don't know if I would have got any faster. But yeah, Tara was definitely. She was crushing it.
I'll say
30s.
Personally,
Quick break to thank Janji, the official sponsor of the Bargain Boys podcast. We're super excited to have them on board and super thankful for their belief in us. I'm personally a huge fan of the Janji Half Tight. They come full of pockets, so I can keep my pockets full with everything I'm going to need on trail. I've used them for all kinds of races, from the JFK 50 to the Cocodona 250, and they've worked flawlessly in both of those situations. Use code BARGAIN and save yourself 10%. Thanks again to Janji. Back to the show.
We didn't have any like really slow miles, and we also didn't have any fast miles, but
Got it done.
we were steady.
We were cooking.
What is the energy coming into the finish line at Javelina is awesome.
It was, yeah.
So hopefully it was just as good for you
Yeah. So
this year.
What was happening?
well, a little sad because Chris had cramped up, so I didn't have him there. I always do like I think pacers are really like you bond with them throughout the race. It's like a war story type thing. Like, you gone through some hell to get there, but once I came in, there was a guy I know. His name's Dylan Tanner. He is from Ohio originally, but now he lives in Boulder, I think. I think he has been to Rim to River, something like that. So he was the Aerovipa filmographer guy. And he was the one that got to run in with me. And I thought that was super cool.
They have the GoPro or a backpack?
They had, it's more like a GoPro.
Just
maybe a phone. I might have just phone. But yeah, he ran with me and it was cool. Like I felt like I was sprinting, but it really wasn't running fast.
Yeah.
That hill, okay. I will like it's not a hill at all, but on the last loop, it feels so stinking hard whenever you make that turn, and then you're like it's the straightaway going to the finish line. You feel every all 6 feet of that hill, and
Yeah, it does start to look more and more like a gradient.
yeah, it does.
You're like, it's graded up there a little bit there.
Like, why are we going up so high?
Yeah.
Get back down there.
Yeah,
Get back down.
crossing the finish line, super fun. Last year, I was in a rough shape. I don't even really remember finishing, but I didn't even get my belt buckle. My dad had to go run out and get it because
Nice.
Riley Brady had just finished right ahead of me, so of course all the fanfare was like happening.
yeah.
Well deserved. This year it felt cool to actually have like the race director's attention and gave me a hug. What's your name? Jubilee. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was cool.
You were the dark horse.
I was not the dark horse, but
Chris was dark.
Chris
Ray
was
dark horse.
Yeah. Also, we ended up talking with Chris, but I don't think he realized it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were leaving, Chris and I were we were leaving at the same time, and I don't think he remembered me. I don't know, because he's like, "Yeah, I got fourth," and I was like, "Yeah, I know. Good job, man." Like,
You told me he was like, I ran 100 miles.
yeah, I think he was just out. I think he,
Yeah.
he ran really hard. I think he left it all out there.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, no fun times.
So how much faster was it than the year prior?
It was an hour and 12 minutes faster, I think.
Holy cow.
Big money.
So that was good. Very happy with that. So reflecting on it, like obviously, I wish I could have stayed in contention a little bit longer, like through that second loop, because for me, I like the race, like feeling I like being on the edge and feeling like I can race rather than just running, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But also, like I don't think I can run a 12:10. I don't think I can run a 12:20. I think
Yet.
I don't know if ever, but
You're in your prime.
Yet.
You've yet to reach your prime.
yeah, okay. I definitely think I can lower the time a good bit because there's definitely things I can change. I can dial in the sodium a little bit better. I can drink a lot more. I can fuel
I
better.
don't even feel like you can train. You can train better.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I was kind of like I remember talking to you at the sauna. Like I was frustrated because like getting beat by an hour stinks. Like you don't even feel like you're like worthy of it. But then like thinking back on the whole year, how like last year, January I wasn't even running. February,
months.
dude, February hurt to run. I was like trying to force it to even make it happen. I ran like a 4:20 some 50K at Canal Trace. Whenever it was cold, it wasn't even like a a hot year or anything.
Yeah.
And then slowly getting back into it. It's been a fun ride, and like I think I got almost all of what I could do at this moment, if that makes sense.
And the thing about
The progression's
Javelina,
complete.
which I think you should like give credit to yourself, is Javelina and like cross country season.
Oh yeah,
They line up like I don't know how you train because you're so busy with travel and stuff.
We'll practice every day.
Practice
Yeah.
every day.
yeah.
It's kind of crazy that you are able to train throughout like the peak of cross country season.
It's unbelievable.
perform that well.
Yeah, the traveling is a pain. Like
Traveling's
I hate.
crazy.
I tell Sydney all the time. I refuse to do any excessive traveling, leading up like even like 2 months out from a race.
Mhm.
Like I want to be here every weekend. I want to be at the same place.
There's
being
a
able
reason
to
we
work-
don't go anywhere.
Yeah. Well, no, your schedule's tight too. Don't blame it on me. It sucks to try to be doing workouts, places you don't know where you are, you don't know the schedule.
Oh yeah.
It is so much better to have just everything the same all the time. So like traveling places on the weekends and essentially not doing workouts. Like you're
Yeah.
not working out.
Not very often. Unless it's with you guys, really.
Yeah.
I mean, or every so often with the guys. But yeah, and that's a good point too. Cross country is definitely better than track season because track season is weekly. At least cross country, it's every other week.
Yeah.
So, and that's the reason why I race more often in the fall because, unfortunately, can't do it in spring.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
The progression since January has been insane. Like,
Yeah.
I remember being at the Y, and you'd come
Depressed.
and like walk beside me up on the treadmill.
Yeah, and that
I'm like, this is
hurts.
insane. But you've come like so far within the year. Like, it's super cool.
Yeah.
To
Then
go from that to running 13 hours out of the desert, 100-miler. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, that's the thing that keeps me like really excited about it all. And I would love to go back. I won't be able to go back next year because unfortunately they moved it to the Halloween weekend, which is conference championship. But doing a race 3 times in a row is probably not wise anyway. Like,
That's what I'm talking about.
at least take a year off, come back to it if possible. There's other races out there.
River to river.
From the river, it might happen. I mean,
Same prize money.
I was talking to the guys, Dan, Ryan, and Logan this morning about it. Like, I don't know what my plan is because I do want to run more competitive races. I want to keep that in the rotation, but also I like running close by races too. And
Nothing wrong with that.
There's
you
something special about River to river.
oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, it's
And I
such
haven't been
magic
since
in here.
fall. So, like, and Logan makes it pretty cool, whenever he's out there breaking 15 hours and stuff. So
There's
Yeah.
a new course record to take.
The bar is higher.
it's 30, or actually like almost 40 minutes faster than what I ran. Actually, maybe more than that. Like, so I it would definitely be one I'm going to consider. Like, Grindstone's another one. Because I'd love to do CCC at some point. Cross country season kind of throws a wrench in that too. But I think I can plan with Coach Roberts, and maybe we can make a plan to maybe delay our start to the following week or something. So that might be something I can think about.
Yeah.
And like Grindstone, you get top 3, you automatically go. So that's
Or you
nice.
could do TDS and get it done a little bit earlier, a couple days earlier.
It's TDS.
It's the more technical one.
It's the harder version of UTMB.
I don't know if I want to do that.
But you start on Tuesday or you start on
Yeah.
Thursday or something.
Something like no, I think it's Tuesday.
How far is it?
It's like 105 miles or something.
Yeah,
It's the
It's-
worst.
that's
It's just more technical. It's not as competitive.
yeah. Marathon
Historically.
It's- I love making races there slightly.
So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely keeping it open though. I'd like to do a summer race. Like, I mean, Old Dominion would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's one we've been talking about
I've
for a
dreamed
while.
about doing that race. And I was signed up and then I had to not go
Yeah,
for some reason.
Well, you were on like the wait list and got pulled off.
I mean, I feel bad about that because I was just hounding the email
Yeah,
because I was trying to get in for like 2 years, trying to get in. And then I finally got in. And then I was like, actually, I can't do it. I was like, dude, I feel like a jerk.
That's gonna be fun.
That was like 2 years ago or
Almost 2
something.
years ago. I was gonna say.
Because it's a cool race. It's a historic race.
Yeah.
It's a fast race.
Yeah,
I think it can be a fast race because it's like 70% forest road,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
which is sick. Plus, it's East Coast.
It's East Coast. It's in Virginia.
Old school
Yeah.
East Coast.
Yeah. So
East Coast.
yeah, we'll see. I mean, we have some time. We have like a couple weeks to figure all this stuff
A
out.
couple weeks.
I hate running because of this. You have to like line your whole year out or 2 years out.
And you get less popular.
It is what it is. I think I am going to do the Charleston marathon in April since it's on a Sunday.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
And that'll be good to like get that training, like faster types of training in.
Hell yeah.
Is Rambo doing that too?
It's
What's that?
already
Is Rambo doing that too?
possible.
He wants something a little more hype. That's what he
Who?
said. Rambo.
Yeah, he needs a bigger race.
Yeah.
He's definitely an energy guy, which honestly, if I was to do a marathon, I would want to go high energy too.
Yeah.
Like people the whole course.
Yeah.
Like you're in the finish corral the whole time.
I think
Exactly. That'd be
Columbus is definitely that type of race, and
What?
he got a good experience from it.
I mean, running through Central City with just like 2 different.
It's like the west. That's like the west side of Huntington. There was a Martian Marathon, 2 loops, 90% of the course. There's no one spectating it.
No one.
They're all just mad that you're out there because you're blocking
they're
traffic.
pissed. Everyone's pissed. They're like, "What are these people doing?"
This is stupid. This is so dumb.
Huntington 911 just blows up on marathon morning.
Yeah, Sydney ran. You just ran 307.
Yeah.
7. Yeah.
No training, 2
Fast.
injuries,
Zero training at all.
0
It's
training.
just like I run. I don't really train. Like
She's always a dog though.
Yeah,
I,
true.
You're always training.
She threw up, came back.
You throw up?
I threw up a lot.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Well, last year I also threw up, but like it affected my entire body. Like I like had to stop, and luckily some of Caleb's current athletes picked me up and ran the rest of the way with me.
Mhm.
But this year I stopped and I threw up, and I was like, oh god, it's happening again. But once I threw up, I was like, I feel a lot better.
Weight reduction.
Yeah.
And so I was just throwing up and running at the same time.
You could rally.
I took
Oh,
in,
yeah, dude.
I took in a total of 2 Morton gels, and
Probably 100s.
they were.
Oh yeah.
And I just threw up, and I was like, this is all I got.
That's crazy.
So you get like negative
Yeah,
carbs.
Yeah.
for sure. And of course, like the little nerd in my brain was like metabolic alkalosis and like all the different like.
It doesn't. None of us know what you're talking about.
Metabolic alkalosis.
What does that mean? Is it in danger or something?
Yeah.
It's like when you throw up a lot. I won't go into details.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what goes through my head when I run. So
You're going through the molecular level. What's happening?
a little different.
You guys think maybe along
Slippy's got the You have cabin fever.
Yeah, I did sign up for cabin.
Yes.
We're releasing
Cat fever's gonna be crazy. this year.
February. That's a race. Are you doing cabin fever?
You should.
You should, please.
I'd love to.
Oh, you can't?
That's the day we leave for Birmingham. And I don't think anyone would be happy with me if we delayed our Birmingham
Why don't you just
start time.
Why don't you just fly in and just have everybody else leave and you fly in?
Yeah. I could do that.
You can do that.
We could do that.
That
we,
is
can,
the-
we can write that into the contract.
Listen, the more the merrier.
I mean-
Ryan have already lost all hope of winning a cat fever. So
If I paid
that's all
for myself and asked for permission, like now, maybe. Once it, I have a bad thing with like waiting for the last minute to ask for permission to do races. Like Javelina, it was like 3
I know,
weeks before,
dude.
and I was like, oh my gosh, if he says no, like what am I gonna do? Am I gonna like have to quit my job because I'm going to go?
You're at the sauna.
That's dedication right there, dude. That is
Oh, man, I need to
dedication.
tell him. I'm like, what?
I love when you consider just quitting.
Yeah.
That's when you know it's.
There was a lot of money put in at that point, so.
Mm-hmm.
And the bad thing is, I signed up on New Year's Eve, so like I had all this time to ask and just didn't do it because
Nah, I think
That's
that's the
next
way.
level procrastination.
Honestly,
Yeah,
put the
that's
ball-
insane.
put the pressure on them, dude. That forces them to say yes.
Exactly.
yeah. And well, what made
Not
it
that they're
worse,
bad
though-
people, but not that it's bad, but
What made it worse though is we lost 2 coaches. Like they went to other places, and it's like the one time that they could obviously say no for a very good reason because we're short staffed.
Mhm.
It's like
yeah, but they don't want to lose another coach.
that's true.
You know.
Hopefully,
Yeah, it's like, let me go.
I love my job. I wouldn't do that. So
Yeah, we would force you to stay. You're a good coach.
You're a staple. You're a staple.
yeah, I've been here for 10 years now. So
You're where I went to Marshall, so
oh,
congrats.
Look at that.
That's crazy.
Well,
well, this has been fun.
that could be it.
This has kind of been a banger.
It's been fun.
I think
It's
it's
out of
good.
Bowen's,
So
Not even kinda. It's been a banger.
Bowen's house.
hopefully we can keep at least a crew going to Javelina every year. I think it's a great race. I think
Yeah.
Jack and Michael might be next.
Advice me Michael's here.
Goon squad.
Michael's gonna get back from like Serbia, wherever he's gonna be.
There's a
He's already
pretty
trained up.
Pauline might be getting back into the scene again, so that might be a good option for her too.
We We literally talked about this on my run this morning. I was like, I would not doubt it if Holly Ann was making her comeback as we speak.
She got her knees feeling better, so I think it might.
Kids are born.
Kids are born.
Knees are feeling good.
Farm school's kind of like I was like
Yeah.
it's getting easier, but it's at least the lights at the end of the
Should be a pharmacist, dude. Should prescribe herself so many ibuprofen 800s.
and it leaves. Good.
Oh,
The
dude.
leaves, man.
The leads for the boys.
The naproxen just flowing through her veins.
Get some Naproxen.
Yeah.
No.
I want some of this to destroy me.
You know what Tylenol? That's not good for you.
Hell, stomach ulcers.
I don't like my stomach. I need ulcers.
You need also.
Well,
I need some holes so I can.
Caleb, thanks for sharing it.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
You guys
Tell
take
us
my,
right there.
my humble abode here.
Caleb's house is awesome. Just to say that
I was sword.
he has a sword on the wall.
There's a golden ticket.
There's a
sir.
golden ticket.
Yeah, he's got a golden ticket. He keeps it front and center too. He rubs it in all of our faces.
I didn't take you guys back there.
He's a little strong.
Just wandered up.
Yeah, we just walked back.
We were like bugs to a light, dude. We were like, what's going on?
Moth to a flame.
It's basically glowing.
It's a shrine. He's got metal.
It's a shrine.
It's a shrine.
Tickets.
Also, the Canal Corridor trophy lights up. Found that out like 3 years after the fact.
We're gonna check that out after this, but
All right, it's been real.
so yes,
John G, don't forget they have a Black Friday deal.
Go get you some John G.
30% off.